going to try my best not to make the bite of 87 joke in this video because I feel like that's so overdone.
Was that the bite of 87?
So there's a bit of a change of scenery today. The weather's looking a little iffy, it doesn't look great, so I thought I'd just film in my bedroom. I do feel like I have to explain that white monstrosity there, just because it does not look very pretty or very aesthetic. But it's just a net that I have to keep the books out during the summer. But I'll probably get rid of it soon. And also, my propagations, which one of them is not doing so well. I kind of wanted to do kind of a different video today. Like usually it's just like sort of me chatting, and it's still going to be me chatting, but this time it's going to be like more of a review than just talking about whatever. I'm talking about the FNAF movie, basically. I finally watched it after like 2 years. Did it come out 2023? I'm not too sure. I keep thinking I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm fine. But yeah, I think it came out 2023, but I waited like two-ish years, maybe 3 years to watch it, because I didn't really get a chance to watch it in cinema, and then it didn't get put on any streaming services for ages. But then, I don't know when, but like the other week or the other day, or whenever it was, finally got added to Netflix, so I managed to watch it. Going into it, I kind of knew, well, like I knew not to take it seriously, I think, because like I kind of already heard some things about it. A couple of things did get spoiled because, you know, I did wait 2 years to watch it. Because I waited like 2 years, some things did get spoiled, and I did kind of know what to expect, so I kind of knew not to take it too seriously. But I still enjoyed it. Like I thought it was like a fun film, but I have some improvements, and at the end I'm not gonna rate it out of like 5 or out of 10 or something, because I really struggle rating stuff, because I either like stuff or I don't. And I'm not like super big into like film. I don't watch films that often. I watch shows a lot, but I don't really watch stuff enough to be like, oh yeah, the cinematography was great, or this was good. I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about the bare moments of it, because I'm just like a casual viewer. I'm not like watching it, studying it, thinking, oh, that angle wasn't good. Like I appreciate. I don't really care about that sort of stuff. I do appreciate it, but like I don't care enough that it ruins the whole film for me. It's just before again. So I do just want to say that there's going to be like a couple of creepy images that might be popping up. Maybe even like a clip or two if I can find them. So if you're not huge on like creepy stuff, just be warned. It won't be like a lot, but and also I might talk about some of the darker themes. But anyway, let's move on.
Was that the bite of?
So I've been a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's series since I think since the second game came out. I think I remember discovering it through the first game, and then I remember discovering the second game, but I have a feeling they were both out when I found it, but I'm not too sure, but I think they were. So yeah, I've been a fan of it since like, I want to say 2014, maybe 2015, so I was like 9, 10 when I got into it, which is way too young to be getting into Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's fine. It's the character build, and it's not super bad. But yeah, so because I've been a fan of it for like 10 years now, I knew all the story and the plot and all that. So I kind of had some hopes, I think, and I kind of know what I'd improve based on the series. One of the things I would have liked them to do more is to like more lean into the horror side of things, because like I know it is a horror. I know it's like I had to Google it basically as I was watching it. I didn't know if it was a horror or not, because I just didn't really find it that scary. You know, when I was watching it, I had to Google if it was a horror or not, because I just didn't find it that scary. And like I wouldn't say I'm like a huge horror fan, but I do love like a supernatural horror, anything to do with like ghosts and spirits and creepy stuff. I'm not really a big fan of like the more realistic stuff-ish. I say realistic-ish, but it's like slasher, people getting killed, their friends sense that. That's just like not I'm not really a huge fan of that, but I do love like a supernatural horror. Watching it, I just didn't really get scared that much. I think there was only one bit like properly creeped me out, and it's when, I can't remember her name, but like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like loads of spoilers by the way. So I should have mentioned that before. Basically, there's this girl, I can't remember her name, but she's Mike's babysitter. She sees like a ghost of a kid, and then the kid's like, oh, follow me, and then she follows him, and then she's in this room with one of the animatronics. I think it was the Freddy one, and like you hear this kid just saying like "Mama," and like it's because it's like muffled in the suit. I don't know what it was. It genuinely creeped me out. But other than that, I didn't really get scared that much, which was kind of disappointing. And like, because I'm not one of those people that's like trying to be edgy, where I'm like, I don't get scared watching horror films. Like, I do get scared, but that's like part of the reason I watch them. But yeah, I just didn't really get scared that much. But yeah, so I think like leaning into horror, that's like my only criticism. I have like stuff to back that up, but like I don't really have loads of criticisms other than just I wish they lean into the horror more. So like, one of the things, I'll get into stuff I liked about it later, but like one of the things I kinda liked is the way they showed the spirits of the kids more. The only thing is they just weren't creepy enough, and I actually found one of them really kind of irritating. No hate to the actors, because obviously they're children, so like I think their acting was good, but like I did also find it kind of irritating. One of the ways I would have liked them to portray the kids is like there's a jump scare at some point where you see the kids with like one of the kids with black eyes and like crying black tears. I think that would have been so cool if they like look like that the entire time, because it mimics like the crying child in the games. So I think that would have been like really like a better way to portray them. And then if they did that, I would actually say portray them less, because I think like part of the stuff I love about horror, or like at least supernatural horror, is like the build up and the suspense. And I know that's more of like a thriller thing, but like I watched Weapons last month, and like, was that horror? I think that was a horror. I don't know if it's a horror or a thriller, but I think I'd definitely consider that a horror. Had a few funny bits in it, but it's like, I won't spoil that too much because that's only like a recent film. But basically, for like the first half, you don't really know what's going on, and then the second half, you sort of do. And I feel like that sort of approach to the FNAF film would have been better. It's like they sort of like show off the spirits of the kids a lot less. Maybe just show them in like stream, because I loved it when they appeared in the stream. I thought that was like a really clever and like unique sort of way, unique from the game's way to like portray them. And then that sort of leads me on to like my second point, is like I'd actually show the animatronics a little bit less, or like maybe not less, but just show them moving around less. Like in the first game, which is like the main story that this film is based on, you don't see them move and you don't see them walk around. So I would kind of just mimic the first game, where like you might see them like appear on a camera and then they appear on another camera, but I wouldn't really. Oh, there's not an earthquake, I just knocked my camera. Yeah, so I just would have like portrayed them less and then show them a bit more in the film, because I kind of feel like they just threw like a good chunk of the suspense away at like the first portion of the film. And then staying on the topic of like the animatronics, is I don't know if this is unpopular or not. I haven't looked at anyone's opinions much. I've only seen like some people hated it, some people liked it. I didn't really like the way the animatronics' eyes turn red when they were angry. I don't know, I just thought that was a bit. I think that was just like a little bit cliche, and like, I don't know, it just didn't. It kind of just gave me the vibe of like, ooh, they're angry now, ooh, be scared. Like, I think that what they should have done is like, I think the way the eyes change is cool, but again, go back to the first game, the way sometimes you see, I don't know if you see it with all of them, but I know you can definitely see Bonnie with like no eyes and there's like white dots. That would have been like a way better way to show that they're like, I don't know, in the haunted era, I was gonna say, because like they're haunted the entire time, but like just when they're a bit angry and like they're hunting people down. a story where the spirits of children are possessing these animatronics, I don't know, it just didn't really feel sort of supernatural or paranormal enough. So, I don't know. But yeah, no, I liked them. I think, again, I'll get into stuff I liked more later, but I did like the animatronics. I like the way they're practical, because I always prefer stuff to be practical in a film. But I also kind of think maybe a tiny bit of CGI would have been alright, just because I would have loved to see Foxy run. Because in the main game, that's like the main thing he does, like him running down the corridor. But I understand that, like, if it's a practical suit, it might be hard to run in it. So I kind of understand why we didn't get that. But I think just like one scene where it's just like a tiny bit of CGI would have been cool to see. Okay, and then so yeah, that's like pretty much my main and only criticism is that like, I wish they like leaned more into the supernatural horror film. I feel like they didn't, because they wanted kids to be able to sit down. Just knock my camera again. Oh my god. I feel like they didn't because they wanted to market it towards kids, or like not market it towards kids, but like just so kids could watch it and like not be like super scared. But I don't know. I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's was never meant to be for kids, even though I did get into it as a kid, which I probably shouldn't have done. But like, yeah, I feel like the games, again, I'll go off topic just a little bit. It's still fun enough, but like the games lately, most like Security Breach and stuff, I don't know, they feel like they're sort of toning down some of the horror elements. That like storytelling wise, like obviously the dark stuff is still there, but like tragedies and all that. But visually, I don't know, you don't really see it anymore. At least I don't think. I feel like the FNAF as a whole, both the film and the games, needs to go back into like the horror genre a bit more and like actually make it scarier. I feel like the graphics of the games is sort of like quite cartoony at the moment, and I don't know how to feel about it. I understand the games have to evolve and stuff, but yeah, I kind of wish that it was like goes back to its roots a little bit, just in terms of horror. I understand with the story, there's only so many times you can bring back William Afton, and then like, I don't know, you just do the same thing over and over again. That'll get boring. So I understand like story evolving, but I just kind of wish like visually and a little bit more narratively, it just kind of goes back to the roots of the horror. And that kind of leads me onto my, if you see me looking down, by the way, it's because I have my notes on my phone this time. So the whole thing about William Afton coming back leads me onto my last sort of criticism point, and that the bit when he dies, love the fact that we saw him in the Springlock suit. Love the fact that was kind of set up before with Abby. Is that the kid's name? I love the way Abby's like gonna get put into the Springlock suit and kind of find out how it's bad. And then I love how that leads into you seeing Michael Afton's death, because like obviously that's like a huge point in the game. I thought it was really cool seeing it. I kind of would have done a bit differently though. Don't hate me for this, but I kind of think him saying "I always come back" as he died. I need to stop knocking this camera, oh my god. When he was dying, I kind of thought him saying like, "Oh, I always come back." I know that's like his sort of iconic line in the games, but I kind of felt like it just felt a little bit forced. Like him dying, then randomly saying like, "Oh, I always come back," by the way. I don't know. And that leads me on to the next segment.
Was that the?
But like what I don't understand about the film, and like he kind of says like, "Oh, I always come back," but in the film, has he died and come back yet? Because like this is at least in the game, this is like the point where this is like the first time he dies, and then he comes back afterwards. So like obviously after that, him saying "I always come back" makes sense, but has he left to come back yet? So I kind of don't understand. So I would have done that a bit differently. I would have said like, "I'll always come back." I think like saying "I'll be back" is like very Terminator-esque. So like I wouldn't have done that. But yeah, I think like, and then I think not only just changing, like not changing it, but like tweaking it slightly, I would have added to it so it didn't seem so random. So I would have said like as he was dying, I probably would have got him to say like, "Oh, I'll die now, but I'll always come back," or like, "You can kill me, but I'll always come back." Something like that. It's still kind of Terminator-esque, but I don't know. It kind of felt like they were putting that line in for the sake of putting that line in and be like, "Oh, it's from the game. ooh, for the fans, like, it was cool, but
It's just a theory.
but yeah.
Theory.
And like, I do just want to go back, because I just got flashbacks but I just want to go back to something else I didn't like. That bit, the game theory guy, I don't really watch him that often, so I think, is it MatPat? I think him having a cameo,
It's just a theory.
loved it, because I've watched his theory videos in the past, so I thought like him being it was like, oh, that's cute, having like a little cameo. But then him going, people think breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but that's just a theory. Oh my god, that I just knocked the camera again. But oh my god, it cringed me out so hard. I'm like, I know that him saying it's just a theory is like his YouTube catchphrase, so it's like a fun little Easter egg. I don't know what it was. It cringed me out so hard. Anyway, I should get back up. But yeah, is my hair messed up? I don't get. I keep trying to style my hair differently lately, and it's just like not doing what I want to do. I need to go to like a trendy hairdresser. Anyway, so yeah, I think like him having a little cameo, I thought was really sweet, and like I absolutely loved. But him having to say that it's just a theory. Oh god, I don't know why. It cringed me out. I think it was kind of funny, but in the moment I just cringed me out. Now I think it's kind of funny. I'm like, okay, like not to take the film too seriously. On to my second point of like what I don't understand is like, why did Michael Afton take Michael Afton? No. Why did William Afton take Mike's brother? And also, I know that Mike isn't Michael Afton. He is in the games, but in this game, in this film, he's just Mike Schmidt. But I keep calling him Michael Afton because that's just what I know. But I know it's not related to William. Just bear with me. But yeah, no. Why did William take Mike's brother? I don't really understand that. If it was like, oh, he found out that he was in, like, his brother was one of the animatronics, I think that would have like made sense. But did we ever find out why his brother was taken? I honestly don't know. Maybe it was like, my little theory is like, because you saw, I think it's called Sparky, like the dog animatronic, there was like a little Easter egg of that. Maybe Mike's brother was like William's first victim. It was like kind of an experiment. Tried to put him into Sparky, but it didn't work. So then that's why I got the other lot. But yeah, I kind of just didn't understand that. I mean, maybe it was explained and I just missed it. But yeah, that's like, I kind of just, yeah, I didn't really get that. I like the whole story of Mike wanting to like find out who took his brother and stuff like that. And I like the way it kind of creates a link between William and Mike. It's like I liked it, I just didn't really understand why. So yeah, I think like I did like plenty about the film. I know I've just been complaining about it for ages, but I did like it. I thought it was really fun. I kind of liked how they portrayed the animatronics as like, yeah, they're like haunted objects, but they're still kids in a way. Like that like scene where they built the fort. You have to admit, it was so stupid, but I think it was just so funny. Like, and plus it kind of like, I feel like it was a good way to put your guard down, because like that was the point, like to put everyone's guard down, and then they can grab Abby and like, I don't know, make her into one of them. So I thought that was like kind of funny. I think like hearing about it before I watched the film, I was like, okay, I don't really like that. But now like I've watched the film, and I understand it was a way to put people's guard down, and then like up the stakes again. I think that was kind of cool. But yeah, I think like the main thing I like about this film is that they're doing their own timeline. Because obviously the games are so confusing now. I was trying to tell someone about the game lore and I just could not explain it at all. I only found out that Michael Schmidt is in the games is the same as Michael Afton. Like I just had no clue. It's so confusing. So I like how, and like I love actually, like I love how they're just doing their own timeline, keeping it separate from the games in a way. And then and yeah, so like it's just because it makes them less confusing, and like it kind of lets them bring stuff from future games into this one, like sort of weave it in, like the Springlock suit and like even Balloon Boy appearing every 5 seconds. He was kind of annoying, but I still like the way he was there, because kind of like, yeah, no, there's already like so like in the games, the second game takes place before the first game, but that does make you wonder why stuff from the second game isn't in the first game. So like I like the way they have taken some of the stuff and then pull it in the first game, like Balloon Boy and the Spring Lock suit. The only thing is, I understand that they're keeping some of it for the second game. So like the puppet or the marionette, I think they're calling it in the second film. I like the way they kept that for the second film, because you know, it's kind of like, I feel like they're actually, I don't know what they're doing with the toy animatronics, because I know in the trailer it says, oh, this is the original, like, Five Nights at Freddy's space, because it's a different building. So whether the toy animatronics are kind of old or they're new, I'm not too sure. But I like the way they're saving all that for the second film, just to sort of differentiate a bit, and it keeps introducing new stuff for like new viewers. But yeah, I love how they're doing a new timeline. Oh, Vanessa as well. Loved Vanessa's character, and like she's from like a way like later game than the first game, but I love how they sort of rewritten her character to put in the first game, and like I loved her character because she's so underused in the, I knocked the camera again, my god, because she's so underused in the games, like in Security Breach and whatever the game she's in. I think she's in the VR one, I'm not too sure, but I think her character seems so cool. But I love what they've done with her in the films, and like making her William's daughter is really interesting, because in the games, although no, I was gonna say in the games you don't see the kids, no you do, because Michael is his son, but I don't know, it just kind of like makes them different. And like I like the way she hates him, like hates her dad. But so I think I kind of hope that in the second film we kind of explore her trauma a bit, because we know she has it, because you know, she kind of, you could see that she was struggling with like her past and like with her dad and stuff like that. So I kind of wish we like I hope we get some flashbacks maybe, or maybe in the third film, because she's in a coma. I did see someone say maybe we'll get flashbacks that are kind of reminiscent of the fourth game. I feel like that'd be really cool to do. But yeah, I loved Vanessa's character, and I also love the way Afton was controlling the spirits, because like I know in the game they're trying to attack the main character because they think they're William, but I like the way they switched it up, and it's like, oh no, William is still in control of the spirits, and I feel like it gives him like more of a reason to be like kids, because like I know if he can control them, he can do his bidding, and he's still just a psychopath. But yeah, no, I thought, I don't really have much to say on that. I just really liked it. I thought it was kind of interesting. And then I think I already mentioned this before, but the way I was saying like portray the kids a little bit less, I still liked the way they were portrayed. I thought it was a really interesting concept, and like I liked the way, I think I liked it when they appeared to Abby, because obviously Abby's a kid, so it kind of makes sense that she would be able to see them as kids as well. I'm not sure if I like the way adults could see them sometimes, like the babysitter getting lured by one. But I loved the way they appeared in his dream, because it kind of like adds that supernatural stuff of like how the spirits, but like they can, I want to say, sort of astral project into Mike's mind and like sort of mess with them a bit. I thought that was like really cool. But yeah, I feel like that's it. I went through it like way quicker than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, overall, again, I'm not going to rate it, but I either liked it and I didn't like it, but I liked it. In the future, so obviously we're already getting a second film, so I kind of hope that like we see more of Vanessa's backstory, because obviously she's completely different to the games, so I think seeing her backstory would be really cool. And then what else, like, so like obviously I cannot wait to see the puppet. The puppet is like she's my favorite like character in the FNAF games, I think. So I cannot wait to see her. I don't really have many hopes for the like second film, because it's already coming out, like it's already been made. I'm kind of just like happy to see what happens. With the third film, I know that's like, I think a mate told me that's been filmed in October, I'm not too sure, but I kind of don't know how they're gonna do the third film. No, sorry, I don't know how they're gonna do like the third game as a film, so obviously that takes place like way in the future, or like maybe like, I say way in the future, is it like 20 years? 20, maybe 30 years into the future from the first game. So this might be a bit controversial, because obviously because people like this third game. I kind of hope that they kind of skip the third game for now and go into Sister Location, because Sister Location is like my favorite game, like my favorite FNAF game. Like I would love to see some of the characters in live action. Like I would love to see mostly just Circus Baby in live action, because she is such an interesting character. She's also one of my favorite characters. she's so interesting. I think because she was like, was she like the first animatronic to actually like speak to the main character, like the player? I think that's like such an interesting concept that could be used. But like I don't really know if it'll be that interesting in the films because obviously the spirits of the kids are already talking to the characters. But I think that'd be like a really interesting concept to do, going into like the set and going into the sister location. I feel like it was just like, and like I think because they're sort of doing their own timeline, I think they could get away with it. But if they don't, then because I know like I think, oh my god, what's the actor's name? The actor who plays William. I can't remember his name. He also plays Shaggy. That's what the only thing I know him from. I don't know what his name is. It's on like the tip of my tongue, but I honestly don't know. But I think he said it was like a 3-picture deal, so whether we will get a 4th one after the 3rd, I'm not too sure. But if we do get like another set or something, then okay, maybe do the 3rd game and then I don't know, skip the 4th. I just want to see the sister location in live action. I'm just trying to like make up excuses to see that. That's like my favourite FNAF game, so like I think that's like my hope for the future. Like I'd love to see them go to the sister location. But, oh, camera knock again. How many times have I knocked the camera now? I'm not really used to like knocking the camera because like when I'm filming in the park, it's like I'm sort of, it's like further away, but like I'm a bed right now. It's like the stand is like right there. Oh god, that was like way too hard. But yeah, I liked it, and like I can't wait for the 2nd one. Now I can't wait for the 3rd. But yeah, I don't know, I feel so weird like ending videos. I'm trying to think, I don't think I ever say cinema. Why am I? I think I just say the pictures normally.
Was that
You
the
know,
bite of
it's
80
just a theory.